Kerry and this is my husband Kevin. We're in the process of getting ready to throw these guys out on the streets. The reason why we're doing that is a while ago in our hearts, we've been planning this for quite a while and decided to set a date, and rain, hail or snow, the guys will go out. And I think we can all assume and see what we see with people that live on the streets and judge even by their circumstances or not even know their circumstances. And I think to step into their shoes and actually go and do it and get a real deep understanding and revelation what these guys go through, then maybe we can bring awareness out there to the truth. I mean, I'm pretty nervous about Kev going out on the streets and our boys, and we're going to worry about them as well.
Yeah, for me, I'm a bit nervous about going out on the street, but one thing I do have is I do have companions that are going out with me, that we can encourage each other and support each other, and that's a benefit that a lot of these guys don't have on the streets. So I was looking forward to the challenge and the experience and gaining insight and understanding to these guys' world. Hey, how's it going, guys? We're 2 hours into it of our experience on the street. Our first 30 seconds of being on the street was quite interesting. We had one guy yelling at us that we were, what was it?
Vultures.
A pack of vultures, and that we had to leave, and this is straight after we'd finished praying to the good Lord to uplift our weekend. So, yeah.
Yeah, hey guys. Yep, it's cool. We've just got it's been really interesting. The interesting thing is meeting people and just meeting people that are out on the street and just walking around town, and people sort of give you a sideways look now when you're walking around with a pack on your back and looking like you're trying to look for a place to sleep. It's been good though. Not too cold yet, but it's all good.
Met a few of the brothers, and been experiencing the homeless life, but with just the first 2 hours, so honeymoon stage. But I'm feeling good, and praise the Lord.
No, it's been quite good. Yeah, just being with these fellas, just helping them to be on the streets and showing them what life is all about and where you can stay and sleep and you can go and have showers and that. Yeah, and that's pretty good.
Boys are all laid up, ready to crash out. I'm gonna sneak back to my bed now. I think I'm gonna crash.
Hey guys, it's 20 past 9 in the morning, first night after sleeping out on the street. So hey guys, so it was a pretty cold night. The hardest piece, I suppose, for me was trying to get my head to stop thinking about all the noises, all the squeaks and all the people's voices that you hear as you're trying to get to sleep and wondering what's happening. Just some of the thoughts about it is it's really difficult to try and find a place where you can just feel safe, really, because you're always out in the open, and it's really about just talking with Sooty that if you're looking for a place to stay, most of the time you got to do something like break in to get a proper place to have some shelter. Otherwise, you're generally sleeping out in the open. And we were lucky last night because it wasn't raining, so we were able just to. It was just mainly keeping warm rather than dry. So.
Righto guys, I'm feeling a bit tired this morning. Last night about 10 o'clock we bumped into a mate of ours who's homeless. His name's Jeff, and he told us where he was going to go sleep, so we decided that we'll go for a wander around and get a hot coffee, and then we'll head down to the same area where he was. We went down there, and then about 1:30 in the morning we had some young guys come down, young guys and girls, and they come running into the gardens. They'd been pulled over by the police, and the passengers all scattered down to where we were hiding, and we got approached by two guys, Honty and myself, and we sort of thought there could have been some possible aggression there. I sort of felt that if we weren't two big guys like we are, and we're timid guys that were on the street, it could have been quite scary or potentially harmful for somebody sleeping down there. Then about 2 o'clock this morning, we had a police officer come down and ask us what we were doing and talk to us, and we had a bit of a yak to him about what we do with the homeless, and that was quite interesting, and we tried to nod off. I actually don't know if I had got any sleep. It was very uncomfortable on a park bench. Beautiful, my bro.
Oh yeah, hi guys. So yeah, last night was interesting. First time out on the streets. I guess, you know, what really concerned me is I struggled to sleep in the best of times, but last night, you know, I was really thinking that someone could come and take my stuff. So I struggled with any sounds around, and I don't think I got any sleep. And then when I think I did, Jason woke me up. So, you know, that's my morning, you know, 12 hours into it. And, yeah, no, it's interesting stuff.
Thanks, mate.
You know, developing more relationships with the homeless, and, you know, just finding out just how it all works is an eye-opener. So, yeah, until next time, too much.
No, I spent about 4 years, but 4 years on the street, and I found it was, you know, quite lonely, quite boring, but I got used to like just being out on the street, just mingling with the other people that were around me. Just had to watch out for the people that used to watch you when you go and sleep, and make sure they weren't following you. And yeah, no, it was good.
Hey guys, it's about 8:30 at night. We walked all the way to Ahuriri for dinner, and it was quite a walk. Had a bit of a break from it all. We got some you know, fish and chips with tea and stuff, and sat with some of the guys. The guys that had used to be on the street came and joined us, and we had tea, and it was a good time. Yeah, it just really drives home the difficulties that people have, you know. There's nothing out here for him, there's nothing out here for anyone that, you know, that just doesn't have someone standing for them, to see that they're looked after. And so yeah, it's been an up and down night. Just ask that you guys will just keep praying for these people, that you get behind, you know, seeing a change in Napier's community to look after our most vulnerable people. Just thank you all those who are giving their support and for all your prayers tonight, because it's the last night, it's the middle way through, and it's yeah, emotionally challenging more than anything, as you just hear more stuff and see more stuff out here.
Hey, good evening. It's late in the evening in Napier City. We're sitting outside the Napier District Council. We just went for a walk around to Ahuriri to get shout our boys some fish and chips. And we walked ourselves back, and we bumped into a guy who used to be on the street here in Napier, and a month ago he got himself a house, and everything was going quite well. When we saw him last about a month ago, he was happy, and he was excited that his life had turned around, and he had found himself a house. And we bumped into him tonight. He was sitting in the gutter, and he had his head between his knees. He had tears streaming down his face. Just a total mess. He didn't know what he was going to do. His whole life had broken down. I don't know the full story to what happened with his accommodation, apart from the fact that he got asked to leave. There was some disagreement. But it's really quite heartbreaking when you see a grown man sitting in the gutter and not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go. He's saying that he doesn't know what his purpose is or what he's going to do next. All he's got is him and his little dog that he carries around, walks around with him. I really was quite touched and felt really emotional over this situation, and quite overwhelmed at the fact that I don't have the time or resources to be able to help this guy. I would really love to be able to put him up in a shelter and help him process and deal with his issues that he has. Most importantly, get him off the street. We've only been on the street for not even 30 hours. We've found it emotionally challenging, physically challenging, just due to the lack of sleep. I found how, because we appear to be homeless, how just the general public most of them have looked at us and viewed us, walking into a fish and chip shop or walking into McDonald's to get a hot chocolate, just seeing how we are viewed, and the emotional impact it has on you when you're trying to gain understanding and insight into these guys' world. Me personally, I'm going to go home tomorrow, but my life has been changed. I could offer them a prayer and pray for them and tell them that they're going to have a better day tomorrow. But the reality of the world that they live in, it may not be better tomorrow. It could be more of the same. We really need help to be able to change the situation that we're in. And that help can only come by the community. And that was our whole objective to getting out here, is to bring in awareness to the community and also a solution on how we can resolve these issues. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next post.
Yeah, kia ora. Today I learnt a number of things. I've learnt just how deep you have to actually dig just to be out here. On our walk to Ahuriri from Napier City, you know, with a backpack on and with all your possessions, and just how hard it is just to push yourself, and how deep you have to dig is quite physical, and you know, emotionally dealing with being ostracised, and of course spiritually, you know, feeling for our brothers who are on the street, you know, feeling for their situations. And you know, as it's been mentioned, you know, we can't actually physically do anything, you know, our hands are tied, because we've got lives, and you know, there's things going on in our lives, and you know, the resources are limited. So you know, I just say to you guys to you know, to get involved, to be a part of the change. Yeah, it's not easy out here, and you know, I'm a transformed person today. And you know, I didn't expect anything in coming into this challenge, but now you know, I've seen the depths of the brothers on the street and what they go through, and you know, I'm a bit down over it, but I know that the Lord, He has the resources, and through the people He moves. So I just call upon you to to lend your support to the cause and for a better Napier, for a better nation and for a better people. Yeah, praise the Lord.
It's been good out here. Yeah, it might have been cold a few nights, but yeah, no, the last few days, the last day I already know what it's like to live out here, but just to be with other people, just to show them that, how we live on the streets and what it used to be like, and just a few people that they used to look at you and just give you that weird look, and they all used to just notice that, oh yeah, they stay on the streets and we better watch out, and just used to show them where everybody goes for showers and where you can sleep and shelters and how far it is to walk down to Ahuriri. Went to Ahuriri for tea today. It was awesome, like thanks Kevin, Jason, Honty, what's that you say? Honty for them being out here, for hopefully that they experience what it's like to be out here, that everyone will believe that being out in the cold is really freezing, and they keep them warm is one of the main things. One of the main things, bro, about being out here, bro, is you're number one, you look after yourself, and don't worry about what goes around you.
This was our house for the night, out the front of this shop here, a little cafe, right in this alleyway, in between Hastings Street and the Marine Parade.
Morning guys, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning on the last day, just finishing up, just had breakfast. It's really been a rough night, but a good night. I think we all managed to get some sleep at least, and we just wanted to, we're just finishing up here, having breakfast, and just saying see you later to Sooty, who's helped us the last 40 hours to survive on the street. Learned a lot. It's been an experience that I don't think will leave. So it's been a great time. I hope it actually helps people to understand and helps people to get behind people in their community who really need people to stand for them. So yeah, looking forward to having a shower, having a moi. And but yeah, it's been an amazing time. So thank you all for your support, and we'll be seeing you again. See ya.
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, it's been good for the last 2 days. Being on the streets, just showing everyone, what an experience they had and what it's like to live out here on the streets, and just to know how cold and how miserable it can be out here, how lonely it can be, like when you're by yourself. It's the people that kind of look at you in the way, that, well, look, hey, look, there's a guy staying on the streets, and you get a few people looking at you, but some of them, like, just ignore you, and yeah, no, it's been quite good hanging out with them, and with Kev and Jason, Honty, and it's been a good experience with them, and awesome.
Probably the biggest thing I've learnt in this challenge is attitude. I've had to dig deep and try to keep a good attitude, which is very hard when you're cold and weary, tired, body's aching, but that's basically what I've learnt out of this whole thing, is a good attitude. And I'm going to take from it revelation about how my homeless people are living, and you know, I'm a transformed man. So God bless you all, and mā te wā.
Morning, guys. This is our last couple of hours of our 40-hour challenge of being out with the homeless. It's certainly been life-changing. I think we're all going to go away with something that we never ever expected to experience. As for our goal of gaining understanding and insight into what these guys go through on a daily basis, it's flipping hard out there. I could not do it and not look towards other vices like alcohol or drugs to see me through if I was to do this long term. So I can really understand why these guys get themselves blitzed every night just so that they can sleep, just so they could block out the real world that's just flowing around them. Yeah, it's certainly been educational for us. Thank you guys for supporting us and supporting what we do and supporting Hope Unlimited in the future. Thank you, God bless. See ya.
I think after Kevin being out on the streets, for me, it was confirmation that what we're doing and the direction that we're going is right. There is a need out there, there's a huge need. One of our needs is an emergency shelter here in Hawke's Bay. There is nothing. One huge thing that, as the feedback during the weekend from Kevin, the boys, is safety, where we just think these guys are sleeping out there somewhere. They're not safe, and they feel that they're not safe.
The feedback I got from the other two guys that came out on the street, from Exton and Honty, is how emotionally and physically draining it is. One thing we did find is we had a guy, Sooty, out on the street with us, who was our guide for the weekend, and he showed us where were safe places where to go and sleep and where we could go and shower, and just basically took care of us while we were on the street. We were really amazed and quite blown away by the talent that he has of playing the piano. You know, you can look at these guys and think that they're not good for anything, but everybody has skill and has a talent or an ability in areas that we don't know about. And in an ideal world, I'd like to see these guys thrive in the area that they're skilled and gifted. And one thing I did find with Sooty while he looked after us on the street is that he was always really quite positive, regardless of the conditions.
A lot of our guys out there have under mental health. They don't choose to have a illness that they have. Nobody's born like that. They've had circumstances in their lives, and they may have even made wrong choices like we all do, and their choices have led them to the place where they're at. I don't think that anyone should sleep in fear here in New Zealand at all. But thank you so much for following us and the journey that we've been journeying on, not only with this, but the rest of what we've been doing.
I also want to thank all our supporters that have supported us along the way and that are going to support us in the future with Hope Unlimited Soup Truck. And I want to thank Jason and Heather Exton for their support with the Hope Unlimited community meal. And I'm going to put a special thank you out there to Honty and Melissa for their support between both ministries, Hope Unlimited Soup Truck and Hope Unlimited Community Meal, and all the hard work that they've put in. And we want to thank our church family for the support that we've got from them.